And, of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Golden Eagles of Honolulu taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ayuk goes in motion. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Lance throwing out wide for Samuel. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
2nd down and 4. McCaffrey running up the middle and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 41 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Golden Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a handoff to Chandler. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Well, the Vikings at 1-8 now on the year. They come in on a 1-game winning streak. See if you can call it that. But remember, that was on the heels of an 8-game losing streak. So try to keep it positive here.
I'm going to take your advice. I think that's a good idea. Let's keep it positive. But let's face it, it's almost like in the theater. You're only as good as your last performance. They're hoping to make this an extended run now, not close after one performance.
Now they'll change things up. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run it with Chandler. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Completes this to Addison out left. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
Here's Chandler on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. But you look at this defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Pass complete to Addison. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, On offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
In motion right is Addison. Counter play. Here's Chandler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Jefferson going to go in motion right. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Now Chandler, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. Here's Chandler. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? A handoff as they run the counter play. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Lance getting this out wide to Ayuk. Second and 6. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Third and 5. Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now a play fake. Lance. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a second and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Dances by him. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. That's Samuel, caught left side. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they're going to mark him down Here we go with McCaffrey. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. Deebo Samuel. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Golden Eagles are able to add on to that lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Keep pushing that rock down the field. They shred him on this drive. Oh, let's go. Shred him off. Look downfield. He's been open all day. Get tackled.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Control the line of scrimmage. Right now. Score, fellas. Get in the end zone, fellas. Go all the way. Go all the way. 20 for 6. 20 for 6. Man off! I need the end zone or I'm going home.
Back to throw again. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. So the completion results there in 9 yards. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
This defense is asleep. Build that momentum offense. Make some good calls, offense.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gold, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our scores. We are back underway on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchdown. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Build that momentum offense.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Take it all the way.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Chandler. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 55 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a give right side. It's Chandler, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
Defense is asleep. 1-6, not 3.
Pass caught here by Osborne. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Guys, you got this. Let's win. Make it work, boy. Make it work for it. Eat him up.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Down to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, McCaffrey. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. third down. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
From the 23, here's second down and 7. They run over center with Mitchell.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. A give running left. It's McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
My God, I can't believe what I'm watching.
McCaffrey will take it in. Touchdown. Extra point try now for Moody.
Pressure on, Moody.
And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Golden Eagles 21, Vikings 3.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Slot man moves right.
Don't let him catch the ball, defense. Come on.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
2nd and 7.
They can't move the ball in our defense.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Throw left side complete. That's Willis. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Debo going in motion left.
Stand strong, fellas, stand strong.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. First down.
Defense, one stop.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
This one caught by Kittle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And a Honolulu first down.
On play action, Lance.
Rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Shotgun now for Lance.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Ayuk goes in motion.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Jake Moody now on for the field goal.
From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, where their defense has really struggled.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. He'll look to throw.
He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now 3rd down and 7.
They'll look to throw.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Going quickly out to the right side. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down, it would appear. Yes, he does by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down. Trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done as you noted, and they did.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Chandler.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now a 2nd and 2. They run it with Chandler.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Keep the ball moving down the field,
On 3rd down, Chandler. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chandler. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. In motion right is Addison.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Keep it rolling, boys. Time to go get set. Let's exploit them here on this drive. We can do this, offense. Time to put some points on the scoreboard.
They're going to look to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. Shifts by him. There he goes, left side. And out across midfield down to the 45.
155 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for